Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Art Therapy segment of the Cleveland Clinic Cancer Center's Survivorship Celebration and Symposium. My name is Lisa Shea, and I work at the Taussig Cancer Center. Today, I'd like to introduce you to an ancient art form that you can use to relax and calm yourself. The art form to which I'm referring is called the mandala. Before I go about showing you how to make a mandala, I'd like to show you a short PowerPoint to explain a little bit of its history. So you may be wondering, what is a mandala? In Sanskrit, the word mandala means circle. It's a spiritual symbol in Hinduism and Buddhism. And the circular design symbolizes the idea that life is never ending and everything is connected. The mandala can also represent the spiritual journey within the individual. Mandalas are actually circles within a square arranged into sections that are all organized around a single point. Noted Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung believed that psychological expression, or that mandalas were the psychological expression of the totality of the self, and he used them in his work with patients as well as for his own self-growth. Though primarily associated with Hinduism and Buddhism, mandalas are found across many cultures and faiths. Here we have the Celtic knot, the Catholic rose window, and the Native American medicine wheel. Mandalas can be permanent, such as these architectural structures, or they can be temporary, made with found objects. Mandalas occur naturally all around us. Think about a drop of rain falling into a pond, or the cross-section of a tree trunk, or even the bloom of a flower with the petals radiating out from the center. Even the human eye can be seen as a mandala. Now that you know a little more about this ancient art form, I hope you will try your hand at making your own unique mandala design. Maybe you're wondering, why should I create a mandala? Creating a mandala can provide an opportunity for self-reflection, and it can be a form of meditation in itself. Though they can appear very complex, making one can really be very simple and be a form of self-soothing when you're stressed. Mandalas can be done with any media. So look around the house, see what you have, markers, colored pencils, paints, pastels. They could even be made out of various size seeds or beans taken from the pantry. They can be done in black and white or in color. So the supplies you'll need. You'll want to get yourself a piece of paper, or in my case, I have canvas board. It should be at least 5 by 5. Mine's 8 by 10. It's plenty big enough. You'll also want to have a pencil, a ruler, a compass if you have one. That makes it a little easier. Some of those art supplies that I mentioned before, either crayons, markers, paints, and if you don't have a compass, you'll want to get yourself some either lids or round shapes from the house. These are some things I was able to find in the studio: a paper bowl, a vase, and you want these to be different sizes. So have those handy. Your first step, whether you're using a compass or not, is you're going to measure your paper and find the halfway point and make a dot there. Now move to the opposite side, make another dot, and at the halfway point, and then draw a line between those 2 points. You'll do the same on the other side, find the halfway point, go to the opposite side, find the halfway point, and then draw a line between the 2 points. So you should end up with this form on your piece of paper. Now, if you have a compass, you're going to want to find the center and make a series of circles using your compass, and make each one a little wider than the previous one. If you have found objects from around the house, lids or things like that, you're going to want to place them as close as you can to the center and trace around them, again using progressively larger shapes. It's easy if it's glass because then you can really center it and look through it. So either way, you should end up with your outline of the mandala that will look like this: several concentric circles. Now, to start your mandala, you want to begin in the center, because the dot in the center symbolizes the seed that starts all life. So you'll do a dot, and then you're going to put a design in the next circle. In my case, I chose to just do some lines in the very first circle. And then in the next circle, I did these pink triangles. And then I did this kind of weird petal-like shape. And then I changed it up to make some green circles. Now you can tell already, I think, that even though these are very simple shapes, it's starting to look pretty interesting and more complicated than it really is. So keep working on your mandala. Take your time. Don't try to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exact. Nobody's grading you today. This is just something you're doing for relaxation and to calm yourself. So I'm going to leave you to work on your own, but I hope you've gotten off to a good start. And you can finish it today if you have time, or you can come back to it and work on it at another time. I hope you found this segment helpful and that you find working on your mandala both satisfying and relaxing.